Helping now in Ridgecrest, people are finding it hard to get by as they still deal with the aftermath of the 7.1 quake 3 days ago.
As some of the homes so badly damaged that officials say they're too dangerous to be lived in. Here's a look at the aftershocks from the two earthquakes. So many of them. Since that 7.1 quake hit Friday, there have been nearly 3,000 aftershocks recorded in the area, and the shaking is expected to continue for months.
It's been so traumatic that's leaving a lot of folks on edge. NBC4's Christine Kim live in Ridgecrest as one family's home where you can see much of the destruction is behind you. Good morning, Christine.
Good morning. And you know, we heard from the Ridgecrest police chief and the mayor about how the community is now moving forward in the recovery and the rebuilding process. But like you said, some people living in this area tell me they're still too scared, too rattled by what happened, especially with those aftershocks. And in the sunlight, we could see a little bit better of what Ward Avenue looks like. There's this brick wall that lines about a block or so. You can see how this has tumbled. The pieces of bricks are now on the ground on this sidewalk. I'm going to bend down here to just show you. Each block is a little bit larger than my hand here, and there are about 4 rows that came tumbling down. And as we move forward to here, you could see just some of this damage and how powerful the 7.1 magnitude earthquake was that did this. See just how tall this wall was before that earthquake hit. And further back, we showed you in our earlier newscast, in our live shots, just how much damage there was in Craig's backyard. He said it toppled over the lattice wooden panel here. He said inside the house, it's much more visual than what you see in the backyard, how there are items thrown all over the place. He told me that he hasn't even gone into the kitchen yet just because of all that mess. He's just too scared to start cleaning up again after experiencing those 2 large earthquakes back to back. And with us live now, we have Will Robesky. He's a father of 4. We talked to you earlier this morning. You have 4 children. You guys were all huddled in the backyard, watched your pool just slosh back and forth, watched this brick wall fall. I mean, where do you go from here now that we're trying to move forward?
Well, we're searching for a sense of normalcy. We currently are all sleeping in the front room. We pulled out a couple twin mattresses. My kids are really scared. Every truck that drives by reignites that fear. You know, is this another aftershock? Is this another big one? So we're just trying to build up some sort of normalcy. We're just waiting for everything to get back to where it needs to be.
And this is kind of, you know, what we're seeing all around Ridgecrest and the nearby communities like Trona that was especially hit hard with a lot of damage there as well. I mean, just looking at all of this on a day-to-day basis and then knowing that your daily routine is a little jarred now, to say the least. I mean, what does a typical day look like for you after that 7.1? There's no gas right now that you're turning on.
We haven't turned on the gas yet. We're worried that it might cause more issues, so we want somebody to come look at it and turn it on for us. Right now, we're just we're trying to keep the kids engaged in activities, taking them out to the park, going to the museums that have opened back up. You know, we're fortunate that some of the businesses have started opening again so we can go places, but we're just trying to keep them distracted for now.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time. And he did want to note as well that he's just very thankful for the first responders and that no lives were lost. These are things that he says that could be replaced, but his family, his friends, his neighbors, they're okay, and that's what matters the most. We're going to send it back to you in the studio.